Today we are going to be making Bennett's biscuits from the Magic Thief. I have written the instructions down because I don't have the first book with me, but you can use the instructions in the back of your book, or you can Google the Magic Thief, and if you usually search images, it will come up. So I have our 2 cups of flour started in our bowl, and I'm going to add in our sugar and our baking powder, not baking soda, which is the orange container. We want these 2. So we're going to add in 4 teaspoons of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'm whisking together all of the dry ingredients because if you don't do that, when you add the wet, all of the dry ingredients that you added will kind of clump together in certain spots and can make it taste not so great. So you want to make sure that all of your dry ingredients are well incorporated. So I am next going to be adding our half a cup of cubed butter. You want to make sure that it's really cold, because when the cold butter hits the hot air of the oven, it will cause the cold air to kind of release into the biscuit, causing really nice fluffy biscuits and make them more airy. So make sure your butter is nice and cold. The next thing you're going to do after you've added all of your butter in, I used a fork to help me, is to start just pressing that butter down into the flour mixture, trying to make fine crumbs. Alright, so I was using a fork and then I decided to switch to my hands. So I'm just taking the butter and kind of squeezing it in my hands and incorporating it into the flour. The next thing I'm going to do is kind of make a well, like you would a volcano.
A well.
Yep, like that.
Got it.
And I'm going to add in my 2/3 cup of milk. And then I'm going to use my hands to start forming the dough. And you use your hands because it's the best tool you have. Make sure you wash them first. Alright, now that we have a dough that kind of looks like that, some people would call it shaggy, I'm just going to use a spoon to scoop out little biscuits and just plop them right on a parchment-lined baking sheet. The recipe tells you to roll it out and cut it. I think that's a lot of work. So all I do is spoon it into nice even heaps. This is not in the recipe, but I like to add extra sweetness, so I'm going to take some cinnamon and sugar that I already had pre-made from when I was making toast and just sprinkle it on top.
Miss Kristen, how do you make cinnamon sugar?
Oh, I put cinnamon and sugar in a bowl.
Like how much? Like more?
I don't know. You definitely want more sugar than cinnamon, because cinnamon in itself is not a sweet spice. It's actually quite spicy. So if you are making cinnamon and sugar at home, you can actually buy this pre-made, but if you already have those 2 ingredients at home, you might as well make it. So I say add like 2 tablespoons of sugar to a teaspoon of cinnamon and spin it around and see if you like it. Spin it around.
Spin it around. Some normal people would call that mixing, but hey, you know, Miss Kristen,
not in my
Kristen's
world.
not normal. So,
All right.
wow, these look fantastic.
All right, we're gonna put them in the oven. Then you put them in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes until they're nice and golden brown.